So here I have some data of Messier 45 that I want to process on Siril. And today I'm going to use the SYQON starless star removal and the new script that came to Siril. So let's start by, first I'm going to do a background extraction. The Expert AI script. I just leave the settings as normal, 0.5. As you can see, the Pleiades are here with some great nebulosity around. And the next thing is to color calibrate the image. I go to astrometry, image plate solve, and with a wider field of view like this, you can actually put a box. And the settings are already here that I used. It gets the data from the image, and it will plate solve, and there we go. Then color calibration and spectrophotometric color calibration. I leave the settings as is, and I choose the IMX 294 because I used the 294 sensor. If you have another camera, choose another camera. Let it calibrate. It will take only a few seconds. Set. Now the image is a bit greenish. I'm going to remove the green. You can see it looks more natural now. Now, since we are going to use the SYQON star removal, I'm not going to do denoising, because actually the SYQON star removal will do some denoising on itself. So the stars are a bit wonky though, so I'm going to do aberration remover. This is a great script by Ricardo. It fixes the stars. I didn't have the corrector placed well on this image, and it's messed up the stars a bit. Just protect background and leave it as is. Okay, it will take some time, not too much, but depending on if you have a wider field of view, a big wide field of view, it will take quite a while to complete. In my case, it won't take too much. Basically, this will the stars to round stars again. Okay, it's ready. As you can see, this is the difference. You can see the stars were a bit bigger, they got smaller now. Alright. So, as I said, I'm not gonna use denoising. Usually what I do is go to here, denoising, and do a denoising, but this time I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna use SYQON star removal. I'm gonna close these. SYQON starless. You have to add the script from here, preferences, scripts, and find the SYQON star removal and select it. This one, SYQON starless.py, and press apply, and it will add it to here. The script, I found it to be very good. This is also a standalone program. You can also buy it and use it as a standalone. It denoises the image and keeps more details than starnet. Starnet leaves a mess of noise behind. There is a new version actually. I'm gonna download it now. I didn't know. Starnet is good, but it leaves a lot of noise behind. This one cleans the image nicely. I already processed some images with it. It works very well. It does take a while though, so starnet is quicker. But this one takes longer to complete. Right. Now, what I did, usually the settings are 368. 368 were not working for me, so I lowered it. Just when I was doing 368, it was for some reason getting me an error. I'm gonna try 320 to see if it works. Leave these two marked and press process image. It will take a while to complete. Alright, so the software has finished. This is the starless version, and by the way, if you are looking for the starless version and star mask and starless mask are going crazy and you can find them, the software automatically puts them where you have in the folder where you put your stack from. So in this case, mine is in the pictures folder because this is the stack I used, and it put them next to it. If your stack is on the desktop, for example, it will put them on the desktop. So that's a little tip for you, because I went crazy searching for it at first. So I'm gonna use GHS to stretch. I'm gonna go linear. We're gonna stretch carefully. As always, first we do a bit of stretch to get the histogram to the right. Then we use the eyedropper tool. That's why I set the box there, because if you can see, there's the data there, the outer limits of the data. And we're gonna start stretching, and every once in a while you have to bring the contrast back. And it helps to decrease the highlights a bit, so you don't blow out the image. Okay, I'm gonna bring back the contrast. I really like how this software, new software addition to Siril, denoises the image as well. It doesn't just remove the stars. I really like that. It's a 2-in-1 software. I'm gonna focus on the fainter data, because at the moment I'm gonna overstretch the data that I have. Lower the highlight point and stretch more. In this case, I'm gonna bring up the highlight point again. So, step by step. Don't just stretch and stretch and stretch and keep stretching. think something like that should work. I'm gonna lower the red a bit because there's a bit of red. Yeah, like that. And we're gonna take this to Photoshop now. We'll do some masking. Okay. So put the starless result in, and I'm gonna do some star masks. Sorry, some masking to bring out the data. Duplicate layer, add layer mask, select color range, and select the faint outer parts of the data. I'm gonna choose that much. Alt and right click. So we go into the mask and we do some Gaussian blur. Go back to the normal layer. And we can now boost the signal. There isn't a ton of signal here because it's only 4 hours. So you must not go crazy because the signal is just not that powerful. You can also increase the blue, but it will make everything overpowering. I'm gonna do some sharpening if I can. Okay, layer mask, manage down, duplicate layer again. Layer mask. I'm gonna boost the blue a bit. Must not go crazy, because if we go crazy with the colors, it will look fake. I'm gonna add a bit of green as well, because I can see some red tint in the data. So okay. That's it. Now I'm gonna select the main part of the data, the bright parts, and I do Gaussian blur, and I'm gonna go to camera raw filter and do some clarity sharpening and stuff like that. We'll sharpen the data. I can also boost the saturation slightly. gonna try and darken the background, and I don't know how well it's gonna work because you'll be cutting into the data if you darken it too much. If this doesn't work, I will leave it like this. I will darken slightly only, like this. 6. Save. I'm gonna heel brush this spot here. I'm gonna basically fix the artifacts that there are in the image. These spikes, you can leave them, because when we add the stars back, they are gonna return. Okay, add the starless result back. We're gonna save the file as a 32-bit. Basically, I'm going to overwrite the previous one. Save it 32-bit floating point. And I'm gonna use Verilux Star Composer to add the stars back. Verilux is also a great piece of kit that Ricardo added to Siril. Also here the star mask, not the starless layer. I messed up. Okay, starless. I'm gonna choose the 294 sensor. I don't know how important this is, but I always do it. And I'm gonna stretch the stars to my taste. I like a starry image. I don't like an image with no stars or barely any stars. But you have to be careful. If you add too much stars, the noise comes back, as you can see. So you have to be careful how much stars you add. But you can also play with the hardness, which will also adjust how much stars are in the image. Color blend, this is to add some color to the stars. Alright, the stars are added back, and as you can see, it's a great final image from SYQON Starless. I love this image. It's only 3.75 hours of data. You can also play with the saturation and Photoshop and stuff like that, but yeah, basically this is what the Pleiades look like with just under 4 hours of exposure. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I suggest you look up the SYQON Starless script, because it's pretty cool. It helped me evolve my images more. Great work by the Siril developers, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.